Okay. Hi guys. This is our next lecture related to the subject strategic management semester 3 for the SYBMS. We are on unit 2 now, which is strategic formulation. In this unit we are going to learn about environmental analysis, environmental scanning, SWOT, types of strategies and so on. Let's have a quick recap about what is a strategy. If you remember from the earlier lectures, the word strategy has been derived from the Greek word strategos. What is a strategy? It is a plan of action. It is something which is done by the top management to make the organization achieve its organizational goals. We had also seen the definition of strategic management. According to Azhar Kazmi, strategic management is defined as the dynamic process. See this word, dynamic process. It is a process. Process means it consists of number of steps and it is dynamic. That means it is ever changing. So strategic management is a dynamic process of what? Of formulation, implementation, evaluation, and control of strategies. So, when you are doing strategic management, you are basically focusing on four important things: formulating strategy, implementing strategy, evaluating strategy, and controlling strategies. And why are you doing all this? To realize the organization's strategic intent. So, this means strategic management consists of five important components. They are strategic intent, strategic formulation, strategic implementation, strategic evaluation, and strategic control. This is exactly the strategic management process. So, if you know the definition properly, you can understand the process very well. This picture, this diagram should be memorized by you thoroughly because this gives you the comprehensive model for strategic management. As I told you earlier, it consists of five steps. Strategic intent. We have learnt in unit 1. Intent consists of vision, mission, objectives, goals, and so on. Then the second phase is strategic formulation, where we have learned that before a strategy is formulated, you need to carry out SWOT analysis through environmental appraisal and organizational appraisal. After that, you will have to frame your strategies or formulate your strategies. Strategies will be many. Out of the many strategies, you will have to choose a particular strategy which can be implemented, and that will be called your strategic plan. This strategic plan will now be implemented in the third stage. As the implementation goes on, you need to evaluate your strategy. That means you need to find out whether the strategy which is being implemented is according to the plan which you had earlier made. If not, then you have to take corrective action through strategic control. So, this covers your whole model of strategic management. Now, let us look at this in detail. We are going to study in unit 2 this step number 2, that is strategic formulation, which begins with environmental analysis. Last year in the subject business environment, you have learned this in detail. When you analyze the environment, you find out that there are two types of business environment: internal business environment and external business environment. The internal business environment will consist of your management philosophy, it will consist of your employees, your financial situation, and so on. The external environment is divided into two parts: the macro environment and the micro environment. Macro environment is external and a little far away from the business. It may be the political situation, environment, social, technological, and so on. Whereas micro environment is closely connected to the business. It may consist of your customers, your competitors, your intermediaries, suppliers, and so on. Environmental scanning is a very important activity which should be done by the top management, where the top management will try to study the external macro environment, try to find out what is happening in the external macro environment, as well as study the internal environment, and then frame strategies according to the environment. This is the detail components of business environment: internal over here and external, divided into micro and macro. When you study the business environment, internal and external, you use SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Strengths and weaknesses are within the organization. So this is your organizational appraisal. Opportunities and threats are outside the organization. So this is your environmental appraisal. So through SWOT analysis, you will try to study the business environment. You can have number of examples of SWOT analysis. You can search on the net, surf on the net, and you will find the SWOT analysis of Coca-Cola and so many different companies. You can make your own SWOT analysis also. You can find out your own strengths, weaknesses, opportunities for you, threats for you. Going further now, in order to study the macro environment, leaders or managers make use of PESSL analysis. PESSL analysis is a tool which is used by top management for studying the macro environment. PESSL stands for political, environmental, social, technological, legal, and economic environment. So this is nothing but your external environment, macro environment, which you have already studied last year in detail. These are some examples of PESSL analysis of companies like Coca Cola. Now, the second tool which is used by the top management for studying the environment is Porter's five force model. This is useful for studying the micro environment. Micro environment is the external environment which is closer to the business organization. According to Michael Porter, there are five important forces or five components which are very important for any manager when, or for any organization when they are doing business and thinking of formulating any strategies. Which are these five components? It is very easy to remember these five components. When you look at this diagram, this picture, start from here, that is the left side. This is bargaining power of supplier, bargaining power of buyer. Very simple to remember. Okay, bargaining power of supplier, bargaining power of buyer. Then you cover to threat of new entrants and threat of substitute product. The fifth one is rivalry among existing competitors. I will repeat the five factors given by Michael Porter: bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of buyers, threat of new entrants, and threat of substitute products. And the fifth one is rivalry among the existing competitors. So these five factors need to be studied thoroughly by the top management, and according to these five factors, the strategies need to be formulated. For example, if I look at one factor like threat of new entrants, if you are into a business where new entrants can easily enter, new entrants don't find it difficult to enter the business, then you will have to formulate strategies accordingly. If you have a product which can easily be substituted by some other product, again your strategies will have to be formulated keeping that in mind, and so on. So these five factors need to be studied properly when you are formulating your strategies. Again, we have seen examples of Starbucks and their five force model over here. We have also seen the five force model of Coca-Cola. You will have lots of examples of Michael Porter's five force model from the net. Now we go ahead to levels of strategy. Now, once your environment has been studied, you have studied the internal environment, you have studied the external environment, macro environment, micro environment. Now, you start your business of formulating strategies. So, when we formulate strategies, we should be clear about the different types of strategies, right? So, basically, there are three levels of strategies. If you remember in Unit 1, we have discussed this in detail. We have first the corporate level strategy, business level strategy, and the functional level strategy. Business level strategy is also called as SBU level strategy. I hope you remember the full form of SBU, right? Anybody? What is the full form of SBU? Unmute and reply.
Strategic business unit.
Yes, strategy business unit. Correct. Okay. Corporate level strategies are also called as grand strategies. हाँ, क्योंकि पूरे organization के लिए है. SBU level strategies are also called as business level strategies. And the third one is functional level strategy. So let us see them one by one. What is a corporate level strategy? This is for the long term. हाँ, बहुत लंबे term के लिए है. It is made by the top management, board of directors or top management, and it is a general statement made which gives direction to the whole organization, for the every part of the organization, for each SBU, for every part of the organization. Corporate level strategy has to be implemented. Some examples are allocating resources to different businesses, transferring resources from one business to another. You know, for example, if a company is having suppose 5 SBUs, तो कितना फाइनेंस कौन से एसबीयू को जाना चाहिए, कितने लोग एसबीयू में काम करने चाहिए. You know, all these resources are decided. What kind of technology has to be used? All this is decided at the top level, and this comprises of the corporate level strategy. Second level strategy is business level strategy or SBU level strategy. In the last video, we had seen what is an SBU. SBU is a strategic business unit. That means every conglomerate business, बहुत बड़ा business है, उसके अंदर बहुत सारे different product lines होते हैं. तो हर एक जो product line is looked after by that strategic business unit. Right, so each of these SBUs will have their own set of strategies, which is called as an SBU level or business level strategy. This strategy is also made by the manager of the SBU, and these strategies may be long to medium term. The third level of strategy is functional level strategy. Now, in each SBU, all the functions are divided into departments. Each department will specialize in that particular function. For example, you may have a marketing department, finance department, production department, HR department, research and development department, and so on. So each department will have its own set of strategies. These strategies are called as the functional level strategies. So all in all, three level of strategies. Which are they? Quickly, somebody unmute and tell me the three levels.
On corporate level,
Yes,
business level, and
yes.
functional level.
Very good. Okay, so everybody is clear about the three levels of strategies. Now, each of these three levels have subtypes or sub strategies, right? So we are going to now start with these types of strategies in unit 2. So the first level of strategy is corporate level strategy, in which there are four important subtypes. They are stability, expansion, retrenchment, combination. I'll repeat. Corporate level strategy, which is the first level of strategy, has four main subtypes of strategy. They are stability, expansion, retrenchment, and combination. In today's lecture, we are going to understand stability strategy. If you look at the chart, see every type is having more subtypes. So as you go ahead, more and more strategies will be added. So what I suggest to you all is that on a foolscape paper, take double sheet paper, draw a chart with the title types of strategy divided into three parts: corporate level, SBU level, and functional level. Under corporate level, divided into four parts, which I just said: stability, expansion, retrenchment, and combination. And go on completing the chart as and when we do it in class. So it will become very easy for you. After few days, you will not forget what we have done in the class. So now we are here on stability strategy. Now before I go ahead with the PPTs, who can tell me what is the meaning of stability? What do you mean by stability? Hmm? Anyone can try, unmute and please let me know what is stability.
Well, stability means when not much change is happening in the
Ah,
environment and everything is quite stable.
yes, correct, correct. When everything is stable, there is no particular change happening. Major कुछ फर्क नहीं हो रहा है. सब कुछ अच्छे से ऐसे जैसे चलता है वैसे चल रहा है. That is called stability strategy, right? So when the environment is stable, internal as well as external, at that point of time, the organization will use stability strategy. But it can also be used in some exceptional circumstances also. Now, what is this stability strategy? Stability strategy means using the same strategies which you have been using till now. So, you will sell the same product, you will sell in the same market, you will use the same technology. That is called as stability strategy. Now, let us see the types over here. These are the four types of corporate strategy: stability, expansion, retrenchment, combination. Okay. Now, stability strategy has got three subtypes. Which are they? Pause and proceed with caution strategy, no change strategy, and profit strategy. I will start in the middle, this one. No change strategy. अभी अभी मैंने आपको बोला, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट में अगर कुछ भी चेंज नहीं है, इंटरनल में भी नहीं है, एक्सटर्नल में भी नहीं है, and they are comfortable with whatever is going on, so they will follow the same strategy. Present जो strategy है वही follow करेंगे, मतलब same product sell करेंगे, same market को sell करेंगे, same technology use करेंगे. This is called as no change strategy. But in the real world, this is not possible. मतलब no company will say I am happy with whatever I am getting. That's it. मुझे कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए. ऐसा कोई नहीं बोलने वाला है, right? So business people always want profits. So if they try to, change the strategy a little bit, थोड़ा सा, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं, so that their profits can increase a little bit, that is called as a profit strategy. Okay. सो थोड़ा सा चेंज होगा, ज्यादा चेंज नहीं करेंगे, ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं करेंगे, ज्यादा बड़ा बड़ा एक्सपांशन नहीं करेंगे, बट थोड़ा सा कुछ चेंज करेंगे जिसकी वजह से उनका प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रॉफिट स्ट्रेटेजी. नाउ देयर इज अ थर्ड सिचुएशन वेयर you can just watch the external environment, and if you feel that in the next few days or few months to come there is going to be some big major change in the business environment, then you just wait and watch. That is called as pause and proceed with caution. For example, you may come to know from your sources that within the next 2 months, the government is going to introduce a very important legislation which is going to have a direct impact on your business. So you at that moment, what will you do? You will not do anything new. You will just wait and watch, right? So that is exactly pause and proceed with caution strategy. So what is a stability strategy? It is a strategy where the organization retains its present strategy at the corporate level and continues focusing on its present product and market. It has got three subtypes, and each one of them we will study now. No change strategy. What is this? It means doing nothing new, continuing with the present business definition. When the business is having predictable external environment, stable internal environment, then it will follow no change strategy. The second subtype is profit strategy. This is to capitalize the situation where old and absolute or technology is replaced. But in this strategy, no new investment is done. Firms will adopt this strategy. They will follow same technology, and then slowly they will try to shift to the new technological domains. And the third one is pause and proceed with caution strategy, which is employed when the firm wishes to test the ground before moving ahead with a fully fledged new strategy. Sometimes the company has, gone on an intense pace of expansion. So they just want to rest for some time. So that time also they will use pause and proceed with caution strategy. So with this, I have explained to you corporate level strategy, in that stability strategy. Okay. So quickly a recap. I want responses from you all. How many levels of strategies are there? Quickly unmute करके कोई answer करो फटाफट फटाफट. How many levels of strategies?
3 levels, ma'am.
Three levels. Yes. Which are they? Three levels कौन सा
Corporate
है?
level, business level, and functional level.
Very good. Okay. Okay. In corporate level strategies, there are subtypes. How many subtypes are there corporate level में?
4
Four.
subtypes.
Four
Four.
subsets.
हाँ. कौन सा है? नाम बोलो.
Stability,
Stability. Yes.
Stability, expansion,
Expansion,
retrenchment,
and combination.
retrenchment, and combination.
and
Very good.
combination.
Very good. Now in stability, how many strategies are there?
3.
Three. हाँ.
Three.
Name them.
Three.
कौन से है बोलो?
No change
No
strategy,
change
No change.
profit
strategy,
strategy,
profit
Profit.
strategy,
pause and move
and
with
Pause
caution.
and proceed with
proceed
caution.
with caution.
Very good. चलो. Very good. So strategy का एक part, छोटा सा part we have finished now, and we are going to move ahead. So I want you all to keep on revising this continuously so that you don't miss out and you are always familiar. Okay. Thank you.